Hello, hello. Good evening. You're welcome to RELEREC Studio, and it's promising to be educative. It's promising to be fun, and it's promising to be informative today. We have before us today the history of Nigeria presidential election, how it started. History is to people what memory is to an individual. Warren Buffett said that one thing I've learned from history is that people fail to learn from history. What has history taught us? What exactly can we learn from history? This is what we are here for today. And I want to welcome you on behalf of entire people in the studio with me and on behalf of my crew. You are welcome. It's promising to be fun and we're going to learn a lot today. And I have in the studio with me already my panel who are going to be doing justice to the topic for the day. And shortly they will be coming on as the program as we proceed on the program. I have with me Prince Samuel Ijola. He joins me from Jos Plateau State, and he is a public affairs analyst and an economist as well. So he's very rich in the knowledge, and we are very sure that is is going to bring his wealth of experience into what we are discussing today. Also, we have with us Samuel Makinde, who joins us. He's a regular on the channel. He's a regular on the channel. He will be. He joins us from UK as well. Now, to start with, I want to open the conversation like this. Please, I can see we are already having people online joining us. Please do well to begin to drop your comments. Today is fully interactive. Today is interactive. So do well to be dropping your comments in the comment section. Do well to be dropping your comments in the comment section. So, like I was saying, the Nigeria presidential election dated back 1979. We've had series of these elections. What has really happened? In 1979, history taught us that the election was regionalized as we had leading candidates such as we had leading candidates. Welcome, Mr. Sam Makinde. Thank you for joining. We had leading candidates such as Shehu Shagari. We had our own Obafemi Awolowo, and as well we have Nnamdi Azikiwe. What really happened in this election? The South, the North, and the East. What really happened? Everybody went around and they were canvassing based on their region, and you know. Then what happened in that election was that everybody knowing that Northern has the highest percent of voters, that is dated back to history, they were able to carry the day. And the Southwest, that has always had the second highest voting strength, came second, while the East came at the center. This was the same thing that was repeated in 1983. This time around, 2023, we are almost 40 something years away from those the two occurrences I cited earlier. But it's still crystal clear that the election of 2023 is closely looking like that of 1979 and 1983. Fast forward to 1993. In 1993, there was the June 12 election that was annulled by General Babangida, Badamasu Babangida. In this election, we had a Southerner, a Muslim Southerner, and a Northern Muslim who contested in person of ABIOLA versus Tofa, Bashir Tofa. But convincingly, the two of them were able to garner votes across board. They were able to garner votes across board. ABIOLA won even in Christian-dominated area, southern state. He won in the north, even defeating his close opponent, Bashir Tofa, defeating him at the polls. What does this mean to us? The election was annulled, and moving forward, we came into 1999. In 1999, we have the case of two leading Yoruba, prominent Yoruba sons, PDP and AD, the person of Chief Olusegun and Chief Olufalaye. The election went ahead, and despite being a Christian, Obanjo a Christian, Olufalaye a Christian, everybody voted. In fact, Obanjo won majorly in the north. The election did not show any religion coloration or tribalism. And moving forward to 2023, to 2003. In 2003, there was a less drama because of the power of the incumbency. But being as it may, Olusegun Obasanjo still went ahead and defeated Muhammadu Buhari, even defeating him in the north, being a Christian from the southwest. In 2007, the battle was between late Umaru Musa Yar'Adua and Buhari, which Yar'Adua won convincingly. The Ghana vote from the south, from the north, and everywhere. There was no religion coloration. No tribal coloration, maybe because just like 1999. All right, the next up there, the two leading contestants there, they are actually both from the north. They are both from Shan. So moving forward, in 2011, President Goodluck Jonathan still defeated Buhari and only convincingly from the north again. He is not a northerner, he is a Christian from the south, and yet he was able to win this election convincingly. The northern vote was there, everything was there for him, even defeating a northern candidate in his own. And in 2015, that was when we began to see some elements of ethnicity, religion, and everything that became the order of the day and began to play out, just like we see it in 1979 and 1983. In 2019, the battle was between two northerners, and it went the way of political party. But now in 2023, we are having a very close scenario to 1979. whereby we have candidates from the north, from the northern origin. We are having candidates from the southern origin, from the west, in person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Then we are also having candidates from the east in person of Peter Obi. All of them are making waves. All of them are really pulling crowd. You might have your bias. To what extent? To what extent? I wouldn't know. So this is what we are here to analyze tonight. And to start with, Prince Sam Iola, I don't know if you are fully with us now, and if you can hear me, you can please help us to unmute and also get your video running. But should in case you are not still here fully with us, Sam Makinde, if you can hear me, all right. Oh, beautiful. All right, please, Samuel Iola, thank you for joining us. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, boss.
I will call you Samuel tonight. Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
All
good
right.
evening.
No, you are the boss. Thank you for joining us. Yes, sir. I quite understand you are very busy and I quite understand your time and everything, but I promise that we won't take too much time to wind up with the program tonight. Now, I've I've taken a little time to brush us through the history and everything. I don't know. I will know. Let me put it to you. From your own side, what do you think history has taught us as per the presidential election in Nigeria? Is there anything you think history has taught us?
Uh, Thanks for this opportunity, my brother. When election is pertain as per Nigeria, I don't think we always learn because we don't keep data, we don't keep history. But I believe the fear is only on the people that are affected according to the history. No, there are some certain groups that the history really affected, and I believe there is a panic among them. So that's the way I see. But Nigeria as a whole, I don't think we keep history to the extent that we be conscious of the history. We don't have data, we don't keep history. But individually, if you research, you still get the data, you still get the history. But Nigeria as a whole, I don't think we take note of the history. Meanwhile, on the part of the people affected, the game is still on because I see Nigeria politics now as a game. The game is still on. And at present, I don't know where it will end us, where it will lead us. I don't know. Are you with me? Are you hearing me? Hello?
Yeah, brother, we can hear you, sir. Right on. Yes, we can hear you. Yeah, I think the network over there, but we can hear you. Hello. Wow. I get a bit of network over there. Yeah, Mr. Sam. Sam Makinde now.
Yeah, good
From
evening.
what we've discussed, so yeah, good evening, sir. So from your own aspect, what do you think history has actually taught us?
Well, thank you. Thank you for the privilege again. Thank you to our viewers at home. Um, just like the earlier speaker said, I don't think in Nigeria we are given to history. I don't think history have little or nothing when it comes to effects on us on anything. It has little or nothing because we don't keep record when it comes to data analysis and things like that, data and history. I don't think we are good with that. And even from my own field, as an educationist, I think there was a time that it was being um, said that history should be taken out of our curriculum in the education system. So it shows how ignorant we are when it comes to history. But speaking to the facts we have on the table, I think from 1979 down to 1993 to 1999 to 2003 to 2007, I think we still have some level of sanity in our voting pattern. What do I mean by sanity? I'm not talking about being free and fair election or good election, superb. I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is saying that there is no ethnicity card to me to some extent, because when you look at it from in 1993, even though the election was annulled by the then military head of state, it was someone from Southwest that won, and the vote did not just come from Southwest; it came from the North as well. When you look at 1999, President Olusegun Obasanjo and Chief Olufalaye back then, the majority of voters back then was the northerner. The big vote really came from the north. When you look at it, even 2003, same thing. 2007, not just the northern voted President Umaru Musa, late President Umaru Musa, but also the southern as well voted him. So there was still a level of sanity when it comes to ethnicity, when it comes to religion, because the party back then, I think they still operate something, they are still very truthful when it comes to zoning and things like that in terms of their primary. Because but when we now look at it now from 2011 to no, let me say, yeah, 2011, we still have some level of sanity because President Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan only continue what late President Yaradua has built on. He only continued it, and it was voted for as continuation of President Umaru Musa Yaradua's tenure. So it was that. I think that's why it was largely accepted. So until 2015, I think that is when everything, the sanity, we lost everything. Right from the ruling party back then, PDP, President Goodluck Jonathan insisting on no primary, and he took the presidential ticket and head on to it. And that was when CPC, ANPP, ACN, AC, and all of them came together, forming the non-APC now, and of a team that produced President Muhammadu Buhari that won the election in 2015. I think that was when ethnicity cards started really, to me, I think that was when it started becoming largely pronounced in 2015. And in 2019, I think it's not, there is no difference. There is no difference because there was still ethnicity card. The religion card back then was let me say, wasn't this high as much as it is now. Wasn't this high, it wasn't this pronounced. But now I think we have different scenario when it comes to election now as at this 2023. And that is why I'm saying history from 1979 down to 2019 presidential election, history might have little or no effect. For me, history might have little or no effect on this presidential election, because when you look at it from the voting registration, the voting pattern, the registration pattern, how people registered, how people collected voters card, you know that there is kind of difference in the setting. So that's
Okay,
wow.
okay, Mr. Pat, let me try to come in there. Uh, I don't know if Prince is still with us, very much available, because I would love to have his thought on this as well. In a nutshell, are you saying 2023 election might not follow the known history that we know?
Okay, is that question for me?
Yes, yes,
Mr. Ogunrinu, if we work with statistics that we have with us, okay, let's do a little bit of statistics. In 2019, I think we have like, if I'm not mistaken, we have like 84 million Nigerians that registered.
exactly, very correct.
Now, when you look at let's do a little bit of percentage, the age bracket between age 18 and age 35. How many people registered in 2019 and how many people voted? Remember, back then in 2019, there was they used this CVR, you know, some people that some people that there was over voting, some people that voted and was not counted, and things like that, right? So in 2019, between age 18 and age 35, how many people voted back then? Between age 35 to age 49, how many people voted back then? Between age 50 to age 69, how many people voted back then? And 60 downward, how many people voted back then? Now, when let's do history at, when you look at 2019, between age 18 and age 35, the people that voted in 2019, between age 18 and age 35, the percentage of people that voted between that age 15 and age 35, was around 51% of the total voters of the 84 million that voted between age 18 and age 35. If my statistic is correct, is like 51%. Now, but when you bring it down to 2023, between age 18 and age 35, people that have registered for their voters card and that have collected their voters card, I think they are not up to 41%. Let's look at it from there. Like back then, the average youth that voted between age 18 to 85 2019 was around 51%. But now, the average youth, the prospective youth that will vote, that has registered and collected voters card, out of like 93%, 93 million registered voters and in Nigeria now in 2003, between that age 18 and age 35, it's like 40%, it's less than 41%. And when you look at it, there is a kind of decrease, despite the fact that we said the youth are now getting involved now. So, and when you look at the percentage of, look at the top 10 states, or let's pick it from here. The youth dominates the registered voter this year. Now, when you look at the percentage of youth that dominated and the state they are, I'm telling you, the scenario might go back to the north. Let me tell you this. The top 10 states, we have Lagos, we have Kaduna, we have Kano, and the likes. But when you look at the top 10 states that the youth really have registered and collected their voters card, sir, North Central, I think North Central has five states. I don't know if you get the analysis, sir. The top 10 states that have the highest level of youth involvement, that's the highest level of youth that has registered for voters card, that have collected. The top 10, 5 of the top 10 is from North Central. And the remaining 5, I think, is coming from Northwest and maybe few other geopolitical zones. Out of the, sorry, I don't know if I'm taking too much time.
Yeah. Try to round up.
All right. Out of the top 10 youthful states that I spoke about earlier, we have states like Plateau, we have states like Taraba in North Central. When you now look at it, the least states, or let me say one of the least states that has the lowest level of youth involvement that have registered and collected voters card is from Southwest, which is Lagos, that has the highest level of registered voters. That means the highest level, we're having over 7 million registered voters in Lagos State. Just about 2 million are youth. So that suggests that over 5 million of 5 million, they are between age of 49 downward. So when you look at, and we said the youth has the highest level of.
Sorry, I'm so sorry to come in a nutshell. You actually believe that the election might actually follow the same pattern we've seen in time past.
I'm afraid we might get the same results. I'm afraid.
All right, thank you so much. I will have to come back. Please. All right, I will have to come back. Prince Samuel ABIOLA, yes, sir. If you can join the conversation now. Yeah, if you can join the conversation now. From what we've seen so far, can we now, in your own thought, could there be a possibility of 2023 election following a unique path from what we've never seen before?
Yes. That's what some of us have been appreciating, that it's likely it is going to be on a solid case, that it's likely there might be a reoccurrence of what happened in 1993 because of some steps and the body language of some of our leaders presently. And to come to what some of us were even analyzing today is that the election might not hold. Likely the election might not hold. Based on what is happening from this week, as of today, we have 5 states that protested today in Nigeria today. So there is a scenario of what happened in 1993 presently. There is That's a step of what happened in 1993. But I believe, like I said, the political era in Nigeria is a game. It's a game. If they could play the game where this week and next week before the debate, let's see what will happen. But there is a fear of what happened in 1993. Because today, but the Oyo State today was so bloody, same as Edo State, Benin. In Benin today, there was a bank, Access Bank, that was set ablaze today. So that's the fear for now.
Even though a very development, and it's very so sad that we are having these occurrences at a time like this. But in as much I want us to believe, just like INEC has been saying and they've been assuring us over and over again that nothing is going to deter them from holding this election. I still want to pretty more be assured that let's looking away from the violence we are having currently left, right, center, and what it might actually generate into if care is not taken. I think it's better for us to look away from it and just focus
Sorry.
and for us just to focus on what what we have on ground now. Now, I would have loved to ask this. It's very clear that in the lives of 1979, 1983, it was we had Nigeria actually played a purely uh, ethnicity card. It was a purely ethnicity card that actually saw the likes of Awolowo coming second, and Nnamdi and Shehu Shagari winning those two elections. Just the way we are having it now in 2023. Should should we play ethnicity card till the end of this election? Prince, do you think what do you think might how do you think the election might likely have ended? Should we play ethnicity card from A to Z for this current election? How do what is your take on that? Prince, do you hear that question, sir?
Okay, yeah. Uh, well, unfortunately, that is what the political class have been doing. They are doing it silently. They don't want people to know. They don't want to come publicly that ethnicity have to play a key role in this election. But that is what they have been doing. And on the good day, we should not be playing ethnicity in this election because according to the law, the 2020 uh, the 2020 electoral reform bill that we just had, the any electorate that want to win you have to have 25%. You have to have 25% from each state or from each geopolitical zone. So no matter how you want to play, you still want to play smart, and so unfortunately that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing. We've been hearing this one say, "Oh no, it's our turn." So the leader they might not want to come out and say, "Okay, this is it." But you see their followers, the way they do canvassing. You hear what they are saying. You see this one say, "Okay, it's our turn." You see this one say, "It's our turn." You get it? But no matter how, you still need that 25% from each geopolitical zone. You still need the 25%. And that's why It's going to be a serious election. Because this election, I'm seeing it as most toughest of we've ever had in Nigeria. Most toughest.
All right, it will be the most toughest we ever have in Nigeria. How would that play out? Sam Makinde, your thoughts? Should we play ethnicity card? It's very fast. How do you think the election might go?
All right. The question is, I think the question answers itself, because ethnicity card promotes growth. If it's going to bring growth and development, then let's play it. We have been playing ethnicity card before. We have been playing even what is more than ethnicity card. But where has it taken us to? That is the question. We played ethnicity card. We have been playing it, and when you look at it, sir, people that are the region that are really good when it comes to playing ethnicity card, let's be precise, which is from the north. They have the highest level of poverty. They have the highest level of illiterate. They have the highest level of people with malaria, people with all kinds of sicknesses. So if we keep playing it, then we keep shooting ourselves. We keep shooting ourselves and we keep coming down. Definitely, even our political class knows that this card is not good. There is no. Let me say that there is no country that is saint when it comes to playing cards like this, but it's minimal, sir. It's minimal. Look at presidents of other countries. Look at prime ministers of other countries. For example, look at the prime minister of UK. Starting, look at their from those that have been there before to the one that is there now. Sometimes you see someone who was brought in, nationalized himself or herself, became a British citizen. Meanwhile, he was once a Turkish. Meanwhile, he was once an American. Meanwhile, he was once an Asian. But all this thing allows growth, bringing people together and playing less of this card allows growth and development. We have been playing it in Nigeria. It took us to nowhere. So if we want to play it again, well, good for us.
Yeah, you are just trying to show the bad side of playing it. But I think my question indeed was, should we play this card? How do you think
Sir, I think,
the election will go? Should we play it?
sir, okay, we should right now, especially with the level with the candidates we have with us. We shouldn't play this card, even though Ogunrinu is is so painful that from primary the delegates decided for us. It's so painful that dollars decided for us, because I think I was telling someone that the president has been decided from the primary. The delegates are the real voters when it comes to Nigerian voting system, to me, because when you have good heads that are contesting together with dummies, and dummies come together to vote dummies of their class, and they present dummies to the whole country. So you end up, you look like let's take a look at it. Look at the first candidate. I think it was on this channel last week when you brought Dr. Oyediran,
Yeah.
Dr. Alimi. He was saying it that none of them has a perfect manifesto or has, but we just have to choose one out of the three bad egg. Do you want the bad? Do you want the ugly? or do you want the worst to happen to you? So if we play ethnicity card is not good for us, let's just vote our conscience. Don't vote for ethnicity. Don't vote for because of religion. Don't vote because this person. Vote your own conscience. Vote for someone that you know that in the next 10 years you can be proud of Nigeria. Vote for someone that we know in the next 5 years, in the next 4 years. We are not saying that anybody will vote now will change Nigeria all of a sudden. This is going to be a process, but somebody has to start it. So in a nutshell, please, I want to urge everyone, we shouldn't, I tell my parents, I tell people around me, as much as I have influence, don't play ethnicity card. Let's look for people that we can trust. Let's look for people that will listen. People that will listen. Let's look at their primary. Did they really listen when it comes to choosing people that they elected? Even the party, the presidential ticket that was given from each party. Which party listened to the voices of the people? Which party listened to when it comes to picking presidential candidate, picking vice presidential candidate? Which party listen? Which party will listen? Who will listen to us among all of these people? We are having a problem that we are not having human being in our political system anymore. Our leaders, many of them are acting like animals. They are not listening to us. They are not human beings. They are not feeling what we are feeling. They are not empathizing with us. So let's vote for people. Let's not vote because of, let's not be partisan. Don't vote because of ethnicity. Don't vote because of religion. Let's vote character, competency, and somebody we can trust. That's all I could say. Mr. Ogunrinu.
Okay. Since all right. Thank you. Since you still got my question up to now, please, sir, I don't know, maybe you can come to our rescue. Let's assume that in this election, ethnicity card is played the last day. How do you think this election will end?
Like I said before, I wouldn't want us to play ethnicity because according to the rule of the election, you still need 25%. That 25% is so important because if the 25% is not met, that's likely that might be a runoff. It's likely that might be a runoff. So I wouldn't want us to play ethnicity. I wouldn't want us to play ethnicity because what divided us to now, what caused the problem even to now is because of the ethnicity. A certain people want the president to come from them, a certain people want the president to come from them. And you know, it's even affecting our choice. It's affecting our choice because imagine if you have a list of some people. Like for me now, so sorry to say this, I'm not supposed to mention, but for me now, if they should bring the list of the people that have been protesting, you want to choose Kisli Magali, I want to choose him. But based on the list of the ethnicity that we explained, it's not even in the.
Hello, we hardly hear you again, sir. I don't know if you are still hearing us. Hello, Prince. Are you still there? We hardly hear you again. Maybe you have to unmute.
Hello, can you hear
Oh,
me?
really? Yeah,
Hello.
okay. Now, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you very well. We can hear you very well, sir.
All right. So if Nigeria were to be a society where We have like 70-80% of the airlines that are liquid. The people we are having now, that me, I don't see any choice. Deep to my heart, I don't see any choice. Because if we have a Nigeria today, we should be having an intellect contesting our election. We should be having intellect. We have to we have the economy, we have the political oriented that should be contesting, not the people, the kind of people that we are having now. You get what I'm saying now? You imagine, look at what's the name of this former US president? What's the name of this man? No, Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Yes, Donald Trump. Look at where he come from. Donald Trump come from, he just come from nowhere, and everybody accepted him. Everybody accepted it. That's the kind of people we should be having in India. We should be having people like Kisima Golu just come from nowhere. We should be having this ADB governor, ADB African Development Bank, Adesina. We should be having him. Yeah, we should be having him, and it's generally acceptable to everybody. But those guys, we are not accepting them. We are not accepting them, and that's where the issue is. So the ethnicity is not even supposed to come into our option.
And Mr. Ogunrinu, to add to it,
Okay, well, yeah, okay.
Please, to add to it, I don't think there is a way ethnicity card will not be played. Let's be real. I don't think with this election, I don't think there is a way ethnicity card will not be played. It has been decided from the primaries. Because let me start with the PDP. If the PDP can give us another person from the north, when a northerner is moving out, another northern person should move in, then we know that the PDP want to play ethnicity card. Sincerely, let's look at from that angle. When you look at APC, I think their own is still fair because they choose somebody from the south. And when you look at Labour Party, they believe they are, or let me say the candidates of Labour Party, or from that end, it is believed that the presidency should come from their own end.
Yeah, but sorry, before you go, like okay. I want to have up again. You know, you are very clear, you are very right. If you say people is trying to play ethnicity card, agreed. Now, for APC going south, but choosing another Muslim to advise, is that not a religion card as well?
You know,
so basically, what we just say is that most of this party, there is none of them that is not found wanting in one thing or the other based on their political calculation. You agree with that?
I agree with you very well, sir. I agree with you. They all have their own card, sir. They all have their own card they are playing. OPC not playing ethnicity card, they are playing religion card. What is it called? PDP not playing religion card, they are playing ethnicity card. And the only party we are left with that is playing none of those two cards, even though they are playing their own cards too. We are on a live broadcast. There are some things that cannot be said because Labour Party cannot tell me that they are not playing ethnicity card as well. Neither are they not playing religion card. But when you look at it on a general, the party that seems to be fair when it comes to ethnicity and religion is Labour Party. So all of them have what they marginalize, what they sideline. So it is when it comes to ethnicity and religion, sir, is going to reflect in this election. But what I can say is that as many that are elites, as many that we can talk to, as many that we can reach out to, let's educate people that playing this card, even though they we are left with nothing than playing with this card. Let's tell them that it is possible for this country to grow and for us to reach where we are going without playing this card. This card is not good. We have been playing it before. If we keep playing it, it will take us to nowhere.
Well, all right, Sam. Actually, you are not a politician. I don't know how many politicians are hearing you right away, and I don't know what their reaction is going to be to what you've just said. But I know we have some that are upcoming politicians, and they are hearing us right away. At least, time we're very grateful. Like as we are here now, we have people watching us. We have people seeing this live as we are doing it. And out of them, we know, I'm pretty sure, we have future politicians there as well. And those that will take up in next time. Uh, I will applaud. Okay, yeah, Please, you are back. You are back. We've we've seen the seemingly youth movement that okay, since I'm back, proud the interruption of the seemingly aware of themselves now. Like the youth are like becoming so aware of themselves now. Statistically now, from the statistics released from INEC, I don't know if you are hearing me clearly. From the statistics released from INEC, when we look at age 18 to age 49, from age 18 to age 49, so that is the youth to the middle age category. The youth to the middle age category. We have about 75% of voting coming from there. Can are you together with me? Or
Yeah, yeah,
hello,
yeah.
please can you hear me, sir? Okay, okay. I just wanted to
I,
confirm. All right. Well,
yes,
yeah. Since you can hear me, let me just like this is what I'm saying. From the statistics available now, we have 75%, approximately 75% of people within the age of 18 to the age of 49. That is the youth age to the middle age. 75% of the entire prospective voters are coming from that block. Now, we've all agreed that playing ethnicity card, playing religious card might not actually work for us in Nigeria. We've played it time over and over again, and it has not done anything for us. But now, there is a seemingly youth card. I don't know to what extent do you think that youth card can actually work out? Oh, Prince,
uh,
Prince, that I really want to answer the
yeah,
question is a bit off now.
that's
Okay,
a
Prince, welcome back.
that
I think you can hear that.
that
That to what extent do you think, this youth block of this youth and middle age block of about 75%, considering 75% of the prospective vote,
I think it's having a poor network there.
All right, I think I'm back now. Hello, Prince. Do you get that question before the network interrupted?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you didn't land before that question went off.
Okay. Like the question is, to what extent do you think this voting bloc that constitutes 75% can actually, to what extent can they actually have effect in this coming election?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. And in fact, that's the defining factor in this 2023 election because of harassment is being having towards the youth of not coming out to vote. Some have registered because you might want to use your card to do something or the other, but not coming out to vote, staying at home, browsing, staying on Twitter, staying on social media, you know. But on this 2023, we don't actually know how we will react if we will actually, because there is a efficiency of angry vote, that an angry vote is going to come from the youth this time around. And we are looking forward for it. And if they actually come out with the way they register, I think it's going to be a defining factor on this election. It's going to be a defining factor. So I want them to come out. Let them show what they are up to, what they can do. Let them show what they can do. But we wouldn't know if they will come out. We wouldn't know because that has been the factor. That has been the factor. And if 75% can actually come out, they can come out is going to be a defining factor in this year election.
All right, okay. Thank you so much, Prince. Sam, Makinde now, your thoughts on this?
All right,
On the
thank you.
closing moment, your thoughts?
Well, of course, the youth carry the they are the determinants of this election, though. But let's look at it from this angle. Like I said earlier, the youth that are determinant of this election, from what states are they coming from? The top 10 registered states with the highest level of youth, they are from North. Let's check statistics. Let's check what is on record. Some we will not gather people that did not register for voters card to go and vote. The least states, the state with the least level of youth registration, with the state with the least level of youth participation in when it comes to registration of this 2023 election, one of the states is Lagos. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. So when we look at it, let's do the analysis. The top 5 states with the highest level of youth that has registered to vote in this election is coming from North Central, while others are coming from Northwest. Now, tell me where the ethnicity factor or ethnicity card will not be played, because it's still the same. It's still the same northerner, because the level of youth that the youth there, they really came out. And when you look at it, between age 18 to age 49, like you said, we constituted over 70%, like 75%. But when you look at it, in 2019, between age 18 to age 35, we are like 51%. That is in 2019. In 2023, between age 18 to age 35, we are like 40%. Now, that's so. And now, when you look at it now, in 2023 again, between age 35 to age 49, we are like 45. We are like 35%. When you put 39 point something and 49 point something together, 35 point something and 39 point something is giving us like 70% plus, right? Now, the same level of youth that voted in 2019 between age 18 to 35 migrated down in this 2015, into 2023 to age 35 and 49. The same level of youth, they've migrated, they have grown to age 45 and age 49 now. They are constituting like 35%. That suggests that there is a decrease in the number of registered voters between age 18 and age 35 compared to 2019. And when you look at the putting it together, both age 18 to 35 and 35 to 49, that makes up the 70% you're talking about. Sir, the highest registered youth is coming from the north. It's coming from the north. Let's look at our statistics. The one of the least states, or part of the least states, are coming from the southwest. So what are we saying? So the youth is the determinant, and at the same time, the northerners are still the determinant.
Yeah, I think we lost Sam Makinitri network there.
So can you hear me?
No, he's on. He's on. He has submit.
Hello, Sam.
Mr.
Are you still with
Ogunrinu?
us?
Yes, I just rounded up by saying
Hello,
that.
Sam. Okay.
Hello,
Oh,
can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. You can try round up, sir.
Right, yeah, okay. I just rounded up by saying that even though the youth will be the determinant, those youth we are talking about that will be the determinant is still coming from the north. Youth is the determinant, yes, but the youth that are determinant, they are coming from where? From the north. That's just where I will round up, sir. Mr. Green, are you back now?
Yes, very well, very well. All right. So, well, uh, I so much believe the conversation tonight has really helped us, and it's really helped our viewers out there as much. Okay, I think Mr. Jacob Aremu from Ilefe again said, Samuel, Mr. Sam, you are right with this statistic, with your statistics. Mr. Sam, you are right with your statistics. Yeah. So well, we Yes, we are back. Yeah, I guess we are back. The network, yes, indeed, the network is indeed not very friendly tonight. But
Yeah,
before we
yeah.
go, we received this. Mr. Sam, you are right with your statistics. That is coming from uh, Mr. Jacob. Thank you so much for identifying with us tonight. The network has been very, very frustrating. Very, very
I don't
frustrating.
think
Has been very
if
frustrating.
it will not be like this.
Thank you for everyone who has stayed tuned with us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for staying by. We couldn't help. Sincerely, we couldn't help the 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 uh, the the network wasn't friendly. There was nothing we could do. We try our best to do best. But let's just close on this very note. I want to thank my two brothers, the two Sam in the UK, Prince Sam Yola. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And I could see that out of the love you have for us, and thank you for all you've been doing. I really appreciate. I really appreciate. I really appreciate your time. Regards to you and regards to the family. Thank you so much. And also to Mr. Sam Makinde, I know you actually have to leave something to join tonight. So maybe you can quickly go back now. Thank you. Thank you so much as well.
Thank you.
All right. And to all our people, thank you for standing by with us tonight. On on Sunday, we'll be back again. We are very, very hopeful that on Sunday, we will not be having a long issue like we had today. We won't be having long issue like we had today. The network wasn't friendly at all today, and it's so sad. But despite you guys still stood by, thank you so much. I appreciate. And should in case you want to be part of this very program, just like I said the other time, my mobile number still remains 7060436611. Don't forget to put the Nigeria short code, which is +234 from anywhere you are reaching us from. And also, you can get to me personally via my email, olalekansolomon@ymail.com. We've added the history of Nigeria presidential election from 1979 to 2019. It has always pointed out that each time or anytime we have a scenario like we have today, the northern uh, Nigeria always have the day. But our guest tonight, our panelists tonight, have made us to understand that ethnicity is not right for us to play ethnicity card or religion card again, even though there is none of the top contenders in this election that is not playing either the two or one of these cards. But this time around, we have discovered that there is another card that is very workable, and that is the youth card. Because currently now we have intending voter strength of the youth and the middle age for about 75%. Do you think this can actually work out if everybody will be out on election day? If we are not going to be playing football and browsing Twitter on election day, at least this is a time to show once again that we are not Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook freak, but we can actually do it the way it ought to be done. And the way it ought to be done is by going out on election day. On Sunday, we are going to have a very interesting episode. We are going to have APC, PDP, Labour Party right here in the studio with us. And everybody will be talking to us why and how, uh, basically, why they thought their party or their candidate still hold the best for Nigeria. I know you would not like to miss it. try to be there, and it's promising to be a very great one. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time out tonight. On behalf of my director, Olu Labi Bukumi, my consultant, Light Pen, and my co-executive producer, Sam Makinde, who actually was on the discussion with us earlier as well. I want to wish you a very beautiful night, and till we meet on Sunday. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.